I hope that this one turns out okay and that my voice actually matches what I'm saying, because that was really, really annoying last time. And I had re-recorded it 3 times by the time it actually was put on YouTube. Anyway, I did watch the Grammys, and I was sort of feeling mixed emotions about it, because I just wonder where all these people were who, you know, are friends with Michael and love Michael. Where were they when the trial was happening, and where was the support then? And now all of a sudden all these people are saying that they were, you know, he was a dear friend and things like that. It's just so annoying and so wrong. And so I'm watching it thinking, you know, kind of how angry I was about the whole thing. Angry that these other singers were singing his song. It should have been him. Almost impressed at Celine Dion, because I don't normally like her music at all, and I thought that out of all of them, I liked her singing the best. Sure, I'll get a few comments on that. And was kind of also sad to see the kids there, wondering, you know, were they asked to do that? Was that their decision? Were they sort of pushed to do it? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have just out of the blue said, hey, you know, let's just go to the Grammys and talk up on stage. And so they were probably asked if they wanted to go. Then they were probably asked if they wanted to say something. I don't know why Blanket wasn't up on stage, but I do know that he was there. So, and they were all dressed the same, which I thought was really cute. But at the same time, I mean, Michael probably wouldn't have wanted them to be there, and I really wish that they weren't in the spotlight. I really do. I wish that they could just not be in it, and you know, unless they actually step into it themselves, then they're not really, unless they're photographed when they're out and about doing things. But I think that they could probably get away with doing certain things and not be photographed. I know they have been doing some charity work that hasn't been photographed. I don't know how that happened, but I do know that that they did some charity work. I can't say how I know that, but I do know. And they weren't photographed doing any of that. So, but I think that it's great that they're still carrying on and doing things like that their father would love. And I just wish that they would, you know, not be followed at all. Also, I remembered reading an article. I was linked to it. I don't tend to go to TMZ because I really have zero respect for those people. I think they're heartless, and they're just plain cruel. They're not really reporters. They're just gossip. People who gossip and get paid for it. And the juicier the story is, and you know, the more they could add their little spin to it, the better it is. They did an article on the Jacksons and the reality show, saying that they were offered to do a second season, which I didn't watch the first season. I didn't give them... I wasn't interested. And not even once. I didn't watch it at all. I, first of all, don't really watch too much TV as it is, and I really didn't want to watch that. So, anyway, they were offered a second season, and they didn't jump at it right away. And TMZ had said something. Now, I went and I kept it up so I could read it and quote it exactly. They said it's unclear why the brothers didn't jump at the chance for a paycheck, but then again, it's the Jacksons, dot, dot, dot. So nothing is ever as it seems. Now, some people might think that that is some sort of hint or clue or something. But you know what? TMZ, as much as they're idiots who like to, say a bunch of crap all the time, they're not dumb idiots. And they know that there are hoax theories, and they are quite aware that people are grasping here. And so, of course, putting something like that into an article is going to make people wonder, right? So I think that they're just kind of feeding into that hope or that rumor or that whatever. I think they're just doing it on purpose. So I wouldn't really take anything that they print as something serious to consider. I also read that Conrad Murray will probably have his day in court, or days in court, this week or next week. It's Tuesday right now, technically. So, since it's after midnight. So, I'm thinking that this will happen. And so then I started wondering, if this does happen and all of these court proceedings happen, will people then believe that Michael is gone? I know I read people saying that if this man went to jail, then fine, that they would be at peace about this and realize that Michael is gone. I also wonder if this is how people feel, how it's going to be for them to begin grieving 7 months later. How is that going to be after having this hope for so long? So, anyway, that's what I've been thinking, and I just thought I would comment on some of those things. Again, thank you for the comments and the messages that you've been sending to me, and also I've met some really cool people, and I'm not alone in how I feel about all this, which is kind of nice, because sometimes I feel like I am, even though the majority of people probably feel how I do. I don't really hear from them as much as I hear from all of the people who do believe in hoax theory. But if it was a hoax, and all of these things happening, like the Grammys and all of these special performances and all of these things like that, I mean, I don't know. You'd think it would be a little bit more quiet if it was a hoax. And as time passes, I've said this before, as time passes, I mean, it's got to make people who believe in the hoax kind of question. So that's my question. Has the time that's gone by sort of changed minds at all for any of you? Seeing the children and hearing Prince use the past tense when saying his father loved his fans instead of loves his fans, because I know past and present tense has been brought up before. Did that sway anyone? Did anything, as time keeps going, does it change your mind at all, or make you question or doubt? That's all I'm wondering. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well, and that they don't have a headache from wearing 3D glasses. Bye.